Hello, good morning from Whistler. But we're not quite in Whistler yet. First, we've got to get there from Vancouver Island. I picked up the BC Ferries connector from Victoria this morning, which takes me directly to downtown Vancouver via the Tsawwassen crossing. This costs approximately 90 Canadian dollars, which is approximately 50 UK pounds each way, and you can book this in advance on the BC Ferries website. The sailing is also included in the price, there's not an additional cost for that. And now we're going over the Lionsgate Bridge from Vancouver to North Vancouver over the estuary. Just under this bridge is Stanley Park, and if you would like to see my e-bike adventure around Stanley Park where I went under the Lionsgate Bridge, you can click the link in the description. Although I actually made this look much easier than it was because this is the footage before we broke down. It's also fascinating to me that I can condense a 12-hour travel day into a 2-minute intro montage. In a couple of days we'll be back here to see Stormus Chief, so do watch out for that video. Our bus broke down. Oh god, from about like an hour out of Vancouver. Luckily we weren't very far out of Vancouver. We weren't yet at Squamish, so it was probably about 45 minutes out of Vancouver. The tyre went on the bus, the coach that I was on. We had to sit on the side of the motorway for an hour waiting for a recovery vehicle, and they actually sent a new bus in the end. So yeah, luckily it was only an hour. It could have been worse, and you know, nobody was injured, everything was fine, the bus was fine. So I'm counting that as a win, frankly. It was late when we arrived in Whistler, but I still got to watch the sunset from my balcony. Good morning from Whistler. It's not morning, it's 5 PM. I've been really terrible at doing these vlogs. And this is my view today from my apartment in Whistler. Today was kind of like a see everything in the valley day before I leave tomorrow. So I had quite an active day. Whistler is a beautiful ski resort town, which is pretty large for its type. It's actually the largest ski resort in the whole of North America. Here we're in the north of the village, just by the Olympic Plaza. I'm staying in the North Village. I also stayed in this area last time I was here, and I stayed in an apartment above this estate agent's. Today I have just been kind of wandering around the village. I got some lunch, I had a couple of drinks in town, I just wandered around and got lay of the land a bit. So this is a breakdown of the village. So down here is, I gotta find it for you. It's kind of the main village here. This is the Gateway Loop, which is where I came in today, and then there's Village Square, which is the main part of Whistler. And when you go up here to the gondolas, over here, there's a couple of gondolas in Whistler Village that will get you up to the top of the mountains. Whistler Village gondola is the most popular, but I haven't seen anyone take bikes up on that one. There's also Fitzsimmons Chairlift and the Excalibur gondola. Both of these were taking bikes up while I was there, but do be careful though, because Fitzsimmons goes to Whistler, but Excalibur goes to Blackham. It's not the end of the world if you take the wrong one though, as you can get the peak to peak between the two if you get stuck. And then this is orange bit is known as the village stroll, and then you follow the village stroll along, and then up here is north of the town, which is where I'm staying. And then if I zoom out, there is another part of the town, which is where I went today, which you follow this little trail up here. And when you get to the upper village, and that is where the Blackcomb gondola is. Any of the gondolas you get from the upper village will take you to Blackcomb Mountain. I didn't go up in the gondola because the ski passes were about $300 Canadian, but I think in the summer you can get a cheaper pass for around $100, which is about £55, but I did not know this at the time. And then I came back on the valley trail past the Lillywat Centre and then back along the creek into the village. So that's about an hour, I guess, an hour walk you can do in Whistler. You can basically walk or cycle around the whole of Whistler. The green on here I think are the cycle routes, and they're also dual purpose, so you can also walk on them, they're paved. My apartment, I'll give you a tour in a minute, it's pretty nice. I mean, check out this view behind me. I mean, this is a premium view, right? It's really, really nice. So let's do a little house tour. So this is my apartment in Whistler. This is the living room. It's quite small, as you can tell. It's a TV that I haven't worked out how to actually work. We've got a bit of a messy kitchen because I made food and then disappeared out. Got an oven, microwave, coffee machine, dishwasher, fridge, tiny bedroom, like a cupboard, but it does have a fan in here and a pocket door to the bathroom, which they give me complimentary shower gels and stuff, sink glue, cardboard of random stuff, and then the best bit, tomorrow I'm going out on an e-bike to explore the local lakes. It should be really fun. And then I leave the day after that. So it's a very quick whistle-stop tour of Whistler. I've been here before and I really loved it. And I'm here again and I love it all the same. This is the zoomed out view. So that area that I just showed you is this area here. And if I zoom out, there's a lot more of Whistler that you can explore, but it's not very easy to do it walking, so I'm running an e-bike tomorrow, so I'm going to explore the greater area. The sun has set in Whistler, so thank you for exploring the town with me. Goodbye from Whistler.